Our topic today is one of profound importance. Nothing changes until your mind changes. These words hold the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving the success you've always dreamed of. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly achieve their goals while others struggle to make even the smallest progress? The answer lies not in external circumstances, but in the power of the mind. You see, your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It's the engine that drives your actions, the compass that guides your decisions, and the foundation upon which you build your life. But here's the catch: if your mind remains unchanged, so too will your circumstances. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you set a goal, only to find yourself falling back into old patterns? How often have you promised yourself that this time would be different, only to end up right where you started? It's not because you lack the ability or the resources. It's because you haven't truly changed your mindset. Change, my friends, is not an event. It's not something that happens to you. Change is a process, and it begins with a shift in your thinking. When you change your mind, you change your life. Now, I can see some of you nodding your heads. You understand this concept intellectually, but understanding is not enough. To truly harness the power of your mind, you need to internalize this truth and make it a part of your very being. Let me share with you a story that illustrates this point perfectly. There was once a young man named David who dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had a brilliant idea for a business, but every time he tried to take action, he found himself paralyzed by fear and self-doubt. David would tell himself, "I'm not smart enough. I don't have the right connections. What if I fail?" These thoughts held him back for years, keeping him trapped in a job he hated, watching others live out his dreams. One day, David attended a seminar much like this one. As he listened to the speaker talk about the power of the mind, something clicked. He realized that his own thoughts were the biggest obstacle standing between him and success. In that moment, David made a decision. He decided to change his mind. Instead of focusing on his limitations, he began to focus on his potential. He replaced "I can't" with "how can I?" He stopped seeing obstacles and started seeing opportunities. The change didn't happen overnight. It took time and effort. But as David consistently worked on reshaping his thoughts, his actions began to change. He started taking risks he never would have considered before. He reached out to people he previously thought were out of his league. He poured his energy into developing his business idea. 2 years later, David's company was valued at over $10 million. When asked about his success, David said, "The business didn't change me. I changed, and then I was able to build the business." This, my friends, is the power of changing your mind. It's not magic. It's not a quick fix. But it is the most powerful tool you have for creating lasting change in your life. Now, you might be thinking, "That's great for David, but my situation is different." And you're right. Your situation is unique. But the principle remains the same. Nothing changes until your mind changes. Let's break this down further. Your mind operates on two levels, the conscious and the subconscious. Your conscious mind is what you're aware of right now. It's the part of your mind that makes decisions, analyzes information, and sets goals. But it's your subconscious mind that truly runs the show. Your subconscious is like a vast storehouse of beliefs, habits, and patterns. It's the part of your mind that operates on autopilot, guiding your actions without you even realizing it. Here's the key: your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It simply acts on the information it's given. And where does it get that information? From your conscious thoughts and beliefs. This is why affirmations and visualizations are so powerful. When you consistently feed your subconscious mind positive, empowering thoughts, it begins to accept these as reality. And when your subconscious mind accepts something as reality, it works tirelessly to make that reality come true. But here's the catch: this process works both ways. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that success is out of your reach, or that you don't deserve happiness, your subconscious mind will accept these beliefs as truth. And it will work just as hard to make these negative beliefs a reality. This is why it's crucial to be aware of your thoughts. Every thought you think is programming your subconscious mind. Every belief you hold is shaping your reality. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. Now, I can see some of you shifting in your seats. You're wondering, how do I do this? How do I change my mind when I've been thinking the same way for years? It's a great question, and I'm glad you're asking it. Because recognizing the need for change is the first step towards making it happen. The process of changing your mind begins with awareness. You need to become aware of your current thought patterns. What do you tell yourself about your abilities? What beliefs do you hold about success and failure? What assumptions do you make about your potential? Take a moment right now to reflect on this. Close your eyes if you'd like. Think about a goal you've been struggling to achieve. Now, pay attention to the thoughts that come up. Are they supportive and empowering, or are they limiting and discouraging? If you're like most people, you probably notice some negative thoughts creeping in. Don't worry, this is normal. The important thing is that you're now aware of these thoughts, and awareness is the first step towards change. The next step is to challenge these thoughts. Just because you think something doesn't make it true. Your thoughts are not facts, they're simply interpretations of reality, and they can be changed. When you notice a limiting thought, ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief? What would happen if I chose to believe something different? For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm not smart enough to succeed in this field, challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this really true? Have I ever succeeded at anything in this field? Are there people who have succeeded despite having less knowledge or experience than me? By questioning your thoughts, you begin to loosen their hold on you. You create space for new, more empowering beliefs to take root. But challenging your thoughts is just the beginning. To truly change your mind, you need to replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. This is where affirmations and visualizations come in. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They're designed to replace negative self-talk with supportive, encouraging messages. For example, instead of "I'm not smart enough," you might affirm, "I am capable of learning and growing in this field." Visualizations, on the other hand, involve creating vivid mental images of your desired outcome. If your goal is to become a successful public speaker, you might visualize yourself confidently delivering a speech to a large, enthusiastic audience. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like wishful thinking. How can simply saying something to myself or imagining a scenario make a difference? The answer lies in the power of repetition and belief. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. When you consistently feed it positive affirmations and vivid visualizations, it begins to accept these as reality. Think about it this way: have you ever bought a new car, and suddenly you start seeing that same model everywhere? The cars were always there, but your mind wasn't tuned to notice them. Once you bought the car, your mind became attuned to spotting similar models. The same principle applies to your goals and aspirations. When you consistently focus on what you want to achieve, your mind becomes attuned to opportunities and resources that can help you get there. You start noticing things you might have overlooked before. But here's the crucial part: for affirmations and visualizations to work, you need to believe them. You need to feel the truth of your affirmations. You need to experience the emotion of your visualizations. This is where many people stumble. They repeat affirmations without conviction. They visualize success without truly believing it's possible. And then they wonder why nothing changes. The key is to start with affirmations and visualizations that feel believable to you. If you're currently struggling financially, affirming "I am a millionaire" might feel too far-fetched. Instead, you might start with "I am capable of improving my financial situation," or "I am learning to make smart financial decisions." As you begin to see small changes and improvements, you can gradually expand your affirmations and visualizations. The key is to stretch your beliefs without snapping them. Now, let's address another crucial aspect of changing your mind: your self-image. Your self-image is the mental picture you have of yourself. It's how you see yourself in relation to the world around you. Your self-image is incredibly powerful because it acts like a thermostat for your life. Just as a thermostat maintains a consistent temperature in a room, your self-image maintains a consistent level of achievement in your life. If your self-image is that of someone who struggles to make ends meet, you'll unconsciously sabotage opportunities for financial growth. If your self-image is that of someone who's always passed over for promotions, you'll unknowingly behave in ways that reinforce that belief. The good news is that your self-image can be changed. It's not fixed or permanent. It's simply a collection of beliefs you've accumulated over time, and beliefs can be updated. To change your self-image, you need to consciously create a new vision of yourself. Who do you want to be? How does that person think, act, and feel? What habits does that person take? Once you have a clear vision of your ideal self, start acting as if you're already that person. This doesn't mean pretending or being fake. It means aligning your behaviors with your aspirations. If your goal is to become a leader in your field, start thinking and acting like a leader now. Take initiative. Offer solutions. Mentor others. As you consistently behave in alignment with your desired self-image, your mind will begin to accept this new version of you as reality. Remember, your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. By consistently acting as if you're already the person you want to become, you're programming your subconscious mind to make that vision a reality. Now, I want to address something that's crucial for lasting change: your environment. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your thoughts and beliefs. The people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, the places you spend your time, all of these influence your mindset. If you're trying to change your mind while remaining in an environment that reinforces your old way of thinking, you're fighting an uphill battle. It's like trying to lose weight while living in a candy store. It's possible, but it's unnecessarily difficult. Instead, consciously create an environment that supports your new way of thinking. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential. Read books and listen to podcasts that reinforce your new beliefs. Create a physical space that reflects the person you're becoming. This might mean making some tough decisions. You might need to distance yourself from negative influences. You might need to change your daily routines. You might need to seek out new social circles. These changes can be uncomfortable. But remember, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. If you want to change your mind, you need to be willing to change your life. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools for changing your mind: questions. The questions you ask yourself shape your focus and determine your actions. Most people ask themselves disempowering questions like, why can't I ever get ahead? Or what if I fail? These questions focus your mind on problems and limitations. Instead, start asking yourself empowering questions. Questions like, how can I improve my skills, or what opportunities am I not seeing? These questions direct your mind towards solutions and possibilities. Make it a habit to ask yourself quality questions throughout the day. When you face a challenge, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of, what if I fail? Ask, how can I succeed? By changing the questions you ask, you change your focus. And when you change your focus, you change your mind. Now, I want to address something that's often overlooked in discussions about mindset: the role of action. Changing your mind is not just about positive thinking. It's about positive doing. Your actions reinforce your beliefs. When you take action towards your goals, even small actions, you're proving to yourself that change is possible. You're building evidence that supports your new way of thinking. This is why it's crucial to set goals and take consistent action towards them. Each small win reinforces your new mindset. Each step forward strengthens your belief in your ability to change. But here's the catch: you need to be willing to act before you feel ready. If you wait until you feel completely confident and prepared, you'll never start. Remember, action precedes motivation, not the other way around. Start with small, manageable actions. If your goal is to write a book, start by writing for just 10 minutes a day. If you want to start a business, begin by doing 1 hour of market research each week. These small actions will build momentum and reinforce your new mindset. As you take action, pay attention to your results. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Learn from your setbacks. Use every experience as feedback to refine your approach and strengthen your mindset. Remember, changing your mind is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. You'll have setbacks, you'll have moments of doubt. This is normal. The key is to persist. When you encounter obstacles or setbacks, remind yourself that these are opportunities for growth. They're chances to strengthen your new mindset. Instead of seeing them as failures, see them as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger? What would the person I'm becoming do in this situation? By reframing challenges as opportunities, you turn potential setbacks into stepping stones. You use every experience to reinforce your new way of thinking. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize a crucial point. Changing your mind is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. You already have within you everything you need to succeed. The potential for greatness is already there. By changing your mind, you're simply removing the mental barriers that have been holding you back. You're allowing your true self to shine through. This process of changing your mind and unleashing your potential is not always easy. It requires courage. It requires persistence. It requires a willingness to step out of your comfort zone and challenge your long-held beliefs. But I promise you, it's worth it. Because when you change your mind, you change your life. You open up a world of possibilities that you might never have imagined before. Imagine waking up each day filled with enthusiasm for what lies ahead. Imagine tackling challenges with confidence, knowing that you have the ability to overcome them. Imagine achieving goals that once seemed impossible. This is not just a dream. This can be your reality. But it all starts with a decision to change your mind. So I ask you, are you ready to make that decision? Are you ready to let go of limiting beliefs and embrace a new way of thinking? Are you ready to become the person you were meant to be? The choice is yours. You have the power to change your mind, and in doing so, to change your life. The question is, will you use that power? As we conclude our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to consciously changing your mind. Practice the techniques we've discussed. Question your limiting beliefs. Affirm your potential. Visualize your success. Take consistent action towards your goals. At the end of those 30 days, take stock of how you feel. Notice the changes in your thoughts, your actions, and your results. I think you'll be amazed at the difference a month of focused mental change can make. Remember, nothing changes until your mind changes. But when your mind changes, everything changes. Thank you for your attention and participation today. I believe in each and every one of you. Now go out there and change your mind. Change your life. The world is waiting for the greatness within you. Thank you.